Let's just become aware of our whole boundary. First of all, our skin, and appreciating how it connects us with the world and how it keeps us individual. And the power that there is in that. Just starting to breathe into that. Let's feel that when we breathe, we're breathing through our skin, all of our pores, and that we're reaching out into the universe. We're letting ourselves join with the universe. So we don't feel separate. And we don't need to feel muted or scared or anxious about being who we are. Let's just feel ourselves really strongly, powerfully. Allow our uniqueness, our individual strength to be seen, to be heard, to connect. And we'll just amplify that a little bit. Every time we breathe, let's feel that we're stronger. We're more defined, more ourselves. Like a transmitter. And we're really amplifying from our core, the root of who we are. So there's no sense of not wanting to share because we know that we're so authentic at the root of ourselves. We're so loving. We're pure heart. And let's feel our heart now just jumping in. I can feel my heart jumping into that, really wanting to share itself. Let's feel how strongly we can do that. And radiating that out. And just let anyone come into your mind who you want to radiate that love energy out to. So we're not thinking, we're not figuring that out. We're just knowing who needs that love right now. And then we're receiving that love back in from others. And we're just becoming aware of that cycle. And how every time we receive, it's amplified. And every time we give, we transmit. It's amplified even further. So we're a container of love, a container of energy. Just the enormity of that is pushing all thoughts, any thoughts that we create inside ourselves, inside our mind, just pushes them away. They don't even exist in this place of amplifying our heart center. So from this vibration of authenticity and openness, let's ask to really go to the root of these challenges, why we have these challenges in this earth experience. Why we have these accidents and this suffering and loss. And we're not joining with that energy. We're staying in the amplified love. So we're just allowing that question to land on us like snowflakes. It's just melting in. We're not going to it. We're not even giving it energy. We're just receiving the wisdom. The wisdom that's meant to be received from those experiences. So now I'm feeling a desire or a indication that we need to open a larger space to understand this in ourselves. So let's remember to breathe, almost breathe ourselves into that larger space. And we're just feeling how vast we can go. Feeling how enormous our receptivity needs to be to take in the understanding that we need, that we're asking for. And focusing on the vibration itself. What happens to our love center when we're vulnerable to that question? When we're vulnerable, we need to be vulnerable to that question, vulnerable to these experiences. So let's make ourselves softer. And allow any thoughts, any memories, any conclusions that we came to about these challenges in our lives. Allow them to dissolve. They don't mean anything. and feeling the process of becoming. So it's not something we need to understand with our minds. It's something that we become as a result of difficult things. So we're focusing on what we have become. And touching in to the edges of that. That feels like vastness, like eternity, acceptance. And encourage yourself to feel the words to allow the words to come that describe what you have become as a result of all the hardships and negative and hurtful things in your life. There's a feeling of aligning with a strength that is so much greater than our individual selves. And we're almost there. We're almost connected. And it's so relentless in the sense of certain and strong and progressive. It's a fierce energy, which is also joyful. There's a joy in that strength, a sense of unstoppable flow. That we're becoming, that we've become. And when we can let go of the skin, the surface, the artificiality of the thoughts that we have around our lives, then we plug right into that power, that engine. And we feel how strong we are. Let's feel that strength through our whole body and our whole being. And feel it pulsing through us, through all the pathways, because when we allow it, when we allow that it is the source of us, of what we've become, then it will integrate everything. It flows through us and it harmonizes all of us. So let's feel that. Let's feel that from our feet, moving all the way through our ankles and our calves and our knees, our thighs and our pelvis, our stomach, to our heart. And it really explodes in our heart and out into our shoulders and our arms and our chest and our throat and our head. And it purifies our mind. And the coherence is starts delicate. At first it feels delicate. But as the pathways strengthen and stretch and open, they get stronger with the flow of that strength coming through us. Let's just feel the peace that's at the still point of this process. Such a profound sense of peace. And certainty that the path is perfect. That we're growing in every way that we need to grow and that we've chosen to grow in this life. And we're feeling the joy in that. And let's feel again how connected we are. How interconnected we are. That each one of us has grown for the other, and the growth of the individual boosts the growth in all of us. Just feeling how joyful that is, how good that feels. And breathing that in really deeply. And let's bring this power that we have, that we've become, into any residual concept we have of not being healed and not being ready and not being there yet. Let's just allow those places to be soaked in this feeling. To be filled up. And feel how good that feels to let those places become infused with who we are. And changing that old concept of ourselves, that old identity. Just letting it go. And we don't need to do anything to make that happen. So it already is. It already is who we are. Let's breathe that really deeply and physically in. And remember that everything we become energetically is also physical, emotional, psychological. There's no boundaries between the expression of who we are. So let's feel how that blueprint expands. Let's think of it as updated, our updated blueprint from all the challenges and the demands. We've become stronger and faster and more loving and more authentic and more open. We just know the truth of that. We can feel the truth of that right now. And we're just basking in that feeling of fulfillment, of being replenished. Of being the best self we could possibly be at this moment. Let's feel how strong we are in our body first. Feel that strength amplifying in our body. Now let's feel it in our emotional self. Let's feel our strength Let's feel it in our mind. Feel how powerful we are. And let's feel it in our energy. Energy that has no boundaries. And now let's feel it through the whole group. Feel how it ripples out and touches and expands. And now let's feel it through the whole world. Just feel that vibration. The strength of what we've become. And tapping into what everyone has become. Just feel the hugeness of it. Let's just take this feeling and make it who we are, make it our default place that we always come back to. It's our new neutral, our new level. Just feel the joy of that, of knowing that this is who we are and that we always can come back to this. Just gradually bringing this feeling out into our outer awareness. So we open our eyes and bring it out onto the surface of ourselves. When we're ready. And feel free to share if you want to say anything. We've got a few minutes. How do you feel, Gab? That's it.
Yeah, that was good. That's great.
Do you feel that in your body when we do that? Kind of.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel a kind of energizing feeling of the fuzziness,
Yeah,
the general fuzz I feel.
that's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It felt very powerful today with everyone. Yeah. Yeah.
May I share something, Camille?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Some things really popped out when we were going through this about, well, for right now, I feel really, really weak. My body feels really, really, yet
Yeah.
I'm focusing on the energy. I'm focusing on spirit energy.
Yeah.
But I know over the past month, what I've learned is all this come to me has been love.
Mm. Yeah.
I could just imagine Source saying, this is just love. It's love. And as I've gone through this, I've learned things that I wouldn't have learned intellectually or in any other way had I not gone through this. And one of those things is that I need each and every person help to get to my goal. I'm weak without you, but something I can do by throwing myself in more fully to helping others and to growing. And but the joy I've felt from all of this is incomparable to the roughness of it.
Yeah. That's such an amazing thing to like become aware of, that it's, I can feel it. I can feel what you're saying. Yeah. Like it's almost an ability to receive in a way that, in a new way.
Right.
Yeah.
And I've had the opportunity also to get rid of a lot of stuff, personal and for the world, get rid. And that's also why I'm kind of weak. I haven't built myself up again, but I will through this. And just accepting that I can't do it on my own. I can't do it on my own. I need each.
And I don't
and
think
global no Kia, G11, and Vivian, and Camille, and all.
And can I just say before?
Yes.
I wouldn't have the opportunity I have to become more than I ever was before, to fulfill something.
That,
Yeah. Oh, sorry to do that.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
thank all of you.
Yeah.